Quoting, Public Interest Legal Foundation President J. Christian Adams couldn't believe what he was reading as he pored over the text of H.R. 1, the For the People Act, which was the first piece of proposed legislation introduced by congressional Democrats in the 117th Congress. He said, we've been collecting over the years non-citizen maintenance data for the state voter registration rules, and here's how it works. People apply to register to vote who are non-citizens, and sometimes they announce they're non-citizens on the forms. It says, are you a U.S. citizen? And they mark no. And they get registered to vote somehow anyhow. I don't know. And it's not until years later that it's discovered, and meanwhile they've been voting in American elections. Adams said he was stunned when he came across Section 1015D2 of H.R. 1, which makes it illegal for any government official to make a record or to disclose publicly an individual's decision not to affirm his or her citizenship. Adams' group currently has litigation in court in Maine, Pennsylvania, Illinois, and Maryland seeking public records on individuals who are registered to vote but aren't U.S. citizens. The litigation is made possible by the public records provision of the 1993 Motor Voter Registration Act. But now they want to strip that away. They want to make it impossible to find the non-citizens that are voting. If H.R. 1 becomes law with Section 1501 as presently written, neither Adams nor any other American citizen will be able to obtain non-citizen voter registration records. Millions of non-citizens could vote in federal elections without risk of being exposed. And that's the end of the quote from Epic. Beyond that, H.R. 1 also gives federal officials complete control of voting machines, automatic registration of 16-year-olds, salaries for candidates with much of the funding from tax dollars, and silencing of any opposition. The bill is so bad that even the ACLU urged opposition to the 2019 version of the same bill, same title, because it silenced free speech. You need to know about H.R. 1 because it has the most serious economic implications. If the Democrats consolidate permanent power, your life and that of your children and your children's children will be radically changed forever. We've already seen what Joe Biden can do in just a few days in office. He'll ban fracking. He signed orders to cancel the Keystone Pipeline. He's thrown people out of work as a result. His energy policy will enrich both the Middle East and China at our expense. Now, we covered this in episode 126. You could kiss American energy independence goodbye. In episode 125, we dealt with the impact of Biden policies on mortgage interest rates and stock market returns. In episode 124, we explained how the Biden policies will impact inflation rates, our federal debt, and the value of our dollar. A $15 minimum wage? It might work in New York, but it would devastate a small town in Oklahoma or New Mexico. Biden proposes that it be national and mandatory. On top of that, think about the economic impact from the Green New Deal. We're not exaggerating when we say that this could bankrupt America. And all of this is taking place with a closely divided House and a power-sharing Senate. The Democrats are pushing H.R. 1 so they have permanent control of the government. And they're discussing court packing so the Supreme Court can't interfere with pesky things like declaring their plans unconstitutional. Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. The restrictions on free speech might even make what I'm saying in opposition to this bill somehow illegal. Who would stand up to the tyranny? Bottom line, H.R. 1 is a direct threat to your freedom and to your economic well-being. We'll provide a complete analysis of H.R. 1 from a conservative perspective in our economic battle plan. But more importantly, you can get your free copy at economicwarroom.com. But you can also let your voice be heard. Read the bill, read the commentary, and then decide if it's good or bad for America. Then go to economicwarroom.com/HR1 to take action. We've partnered with everylegalvote.com. In 60 seconds, you'll be able to take action and let your voice be heard to the House and the Senate and the state legislatures. Look, most people who will warn you about H.R. 1 will be well-meaning, but they'll use the issue for fundraising. That's not what we're doing here. The Economic War Room is asking you to help us avert disaster by taking action. You need to know that you can make a big difference. To stop H.R. 1, you will have to not only go to our website and take action, but also you'll have to encourage other people to join in. This really is one of the most important issues we've ever faced. So take less than 60 seconds and let your voice be heard. Remember, what we see as a marketplace, our enemies view as a battle space. Take action.